Should you read The Handmaid's Tale? This is a serious question. No book is meant for everyone, so this video is going to talk about the good, bad, and interesting aspects of this book. First and foremost, this book deals with sexual assault, so if you'd rather not read or hear about a woman's bodily autonomy being violated, feel free to skip this book and meet this video. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood is a dystopian novel set in the near future after the U.S. is taken over by religious terrorists called the Sons of Jacob and becomes a tyrannical theocracy known as the Republic of Gilead. The group managed to gain a lot of support before the coup because some combination of nuclear radiation, toxic waste, and disease caused birth rates to plummet. The panic this caused led many to look for a group that promised a solution. What was the solution? Taking away all women's rights. They could not own property, they could not vote, and they could not even read. All women are forced into subservient roles to men. They can only be servants, which are referred to as Marthas, wives, also known as women who are barren or infertile, and were married to high-ranking members of Gilead's government before the coup. Econo wives, who serve as maid, wife, and handmaid roles to lower-class men. Unsurprisingly, the main character of The Handmaid's Tale is a handmaid. Handmaids are fertile women who are forced to try to bear children for their commander and his wife. The protagonist is named Offred. Well, she's not actually named Offred. We don't know what her name is. Handmaids are called Of and then the name of their commander. The story starts when she is transferred to a high-ranking commander named Fred, hence Offred. This is meant to symbolize how women's identities are defined by men who hold power over them and their bodies. Once a month, when a handmaid is at the right time in her menstrual cycle, there is the ceremony. The commander reads a passage from the Bible to the household before he, his wife, and handmaid go to his bedroom. While the wife holds the handmaid, the commander attempts to impregnate her. Don't get confused. This is ritualized, government-mandated rape. This is the basic premise of the story. I won't spoil the plot in case you decide to read this. Why would people want to read this book? There are a lot of metaphors, similes, and extended pieces of internal monologue. So, if you like flowery language and complex, intricate prose, this would be a really good book for you. The book is very complex and nuanced in its themes. Every character's actions and lines have a deeper meaning outside of just the story itself. It explores the ideas of feminism, sexuality in relation to society, politics in relation to gender, commodification and exploitation of religion, environmental conservation, and so much more. Like, a lot more. If you like books to analyze and dissect with complex, morally gray characters, give it a read. Why wouldn't some people want to read this? First, it's not told linearly, with multiple flashbacks and anecdotes interspersed throughout the novel. So, if you prefer a continuous story with very few interruptions, this book may not be for you. As a dystopian novel, the point is not to have a plot or character-driven story, but to explore the setting and see why this possible future sucks. Offred is a pretty passive character, and the plot is meandering without a real goal or objective. If you want a fast-paced, action-filled story with a cool hero, choose a different book. As a book, The Handmaid's Tale is well written and interesting. And, as a dystopian novel, I'd say it's one of the best in its genre. It explores the possible future it's set in, but it's so much more than just a cautionary tale. It expands the genre by showing a female-oriented story with multiple layers of social commentary. In conclusion, I really liked and enjoyed it, and think people should read it. It has a lot of relevant, important messages. I want men to read The Handmaid's Tale so they can understand what women face and empathize with their current fears of the political climate. Women could also learn from this and see how tearing other women down hurts them all in the long term. All people would benefit from reading The Handmaid's Tale, and I highly recommend it.